As the coronavirus continues to spread, it's time for us to face the uncomfortable truth that we're all going to come in contact with it at some point. It's everywhere. Europe has it, Africa has it, America has it. The only person who doesn't have it is that guy in the bunker in Parasites. But he's got other problems. Now, if you're in a sparsely populated area, you might be okay. But one of the worst things you can do right now is be in any kind of cramped space where people are packed tightly together. Like a live studio audience for a late night show. Those people are screwed, but not you guys. You guys are cool. You guys are fine. You guys are fine. And it's even worse if you're in a city like New York, which is basically one big studio audience. The good news is, though, the governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, is taking action.
Governor Andrew Cuomo has declared a state of emergency in New York as dozens of new cases of coronavirus are determined each day, with testing happening around the clock.
Contain, 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 get a lead, chase it down, get a lead, chase it down, find a positive, quarantine.
Governor Andrew Cuomo sounding the alarm against riding the subways if you're sick.
If you see a packed train car, let it go by, wait for the next train.
Yes. To minimize your risk, in New York City, you should wait for a less crowded train. And we actually have a live image of someone who's still waiting for a less crowded train. I'll miss you, Granddad. Let me give you a tip about New York. There are no less crowded trains. And if there is an empty car on the train, whatever's in there is worse than Corona. Okay? Thing is an empty train. Even coronavirus would be like, if I were you, I'd wait for the next one. Yeah, just wait like me. I'm waiting for the next one. Now, although the governor gave some unhelpful advice, he does have a plan to help ensure that there's plenty of hand sanitizer for the residents of New York.
We are introducing New York State Clean hand sanitizer made conveniently by the state of New York. This is a superior product to products now on the market. This is 75% alcohol. It has a very nice floral bouquet. I detected lilac, hydrangea, tulips. What does it smell like to you?
No! Why are you putting your hands in someone else's face? That's the first rule of coronavirus. What do you do? Like, Cuomo's the kind of guy who would open the door to prove the zombies are gone. I swear I don't hear them. Let me check. But look, I will say, a state making its own hand sanitizer to give people free hand sanitizer is a great idea. I love this. Although I don't know why Cuomo is trying to sell us on the great smell. Right, there's coronavirus. I'm buying the hand sanitizer. I'm taking it. Right, you don't have to sell me on the frigate. Imagine if the captain of the Titanic was like, everyone get in the life rafts. And here's a fun bonus. They smell like fresh baked cookies. Also, they come in a really fun shade of yellow, just in time for spring. It's like, my man, you had me at we're sinking. I'm in. Now, while we're waiting on governments to figure out a solution to corona, the World Health Organization keeps reminding us that there is a lot that us individuals can do to prevent the spread of this disease. So, for more on this information, we're joined by our senior health expert, Jaboukie Young-White, everybody. Jaboukie, it's really scary, and everyone wants to know, what are some of the things that people can do themselves about the coronavirus?
Okay, so first of all, Trevor, there is no need to panic, all right? Except for old people. You guys are screwed.
You guys, I'm not old.
Okay, well, we'll let Corona be the judge of that.
Okay, well, anyway, Jaboukie, I asked you to help us find the best hygiene practices sanctioned by the World Health Organization. What has your research shown?
Yeah, okay, so I read this really interesting tweet.
A tweet?
Yeah. I read this tweet thread, which is basically a book. Yeah.
Okay.
And I learned that we need to stop shaking hands. You know, why do we even do that in the first place? Like, seriously, whose idea was it for us to be like, hey, you know those things that we use to wipe our butts? Let's rub them together. Booty fingers.
So what's your first tip?
Okay, so my first tip if you are still shaking hands with people, stop it. Right now. Stop that, you dirty bitch.
Well, I don't think anyone is disagreeing with you about shaking hands. It's actually why I've been using the elbow. That way you don't even touch hands with people.
Elbows. Trevor, you're using your elbow? How do you cough? What? That's basically like eating someone's ass.
What do you mean, how do I cough? Why is that bad?
No, just show, like, what do you do when you cough? Show me what you do when you cough.
Well, when I cough into my elbow and then I touch it to somebody's.
Exactly. You're coughing directly into someone's ass. Elbows are not as clean as people think. As someone who takes a lot of showers with people, I can tell you, no one ever washes their elbow.
Okay, fine. So, Jabuki, then what's the best way to greet people?
Okay, so what I recommend is you put your hand over your heart, like so, and then you bow.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy. So just like this?
Yeah, just like a little bit lower.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah. Well, you want to go low enough to kiss your old ass goodbye, old man, because the Rona is coming for you,
God
Trevor.
damn you, Jabuki, young white, everybody. The coronavirus. The disease is now officially in 85 countries, and it has over 95,000 confirmed cases. And it's the reason even white people have switched to the fist bump. And explode. Now, here in New York, because the city is so crowded, the risk of coronavirus is especially dangerous. Because you see, if corona can make it here, it can make it anywhere. And that's why city officials are taking action.
The MTA is stepping up its cleaning efforts to prevent the spread of the coronavirus on public transit. Workers are disinfecting 427 subway stations, wiping down the turnstiles, handrails, and ticket vending machines daily. In addition to that daily cleaning, the MTA says its full fleet of subways, trains, and buses will be sanitized every 72 hours.
That's right, New York is trying to keep the subway clean to protect riders from spreading coronavirus, which is a noble instinct, but good luck trying to keep the New York City subway system clean. Yeah, you can actually hear that paper towel screaming, ah! And by the way, maybe I'm just noticing it now, but like, was I the only one who was like, wait, now they're cleaning the subway? Like, what were they doing before? Oh, well, now we'll clean it every 72. What were you doing before? Although that video is a little bit funny because it actually looks like we're cleaning up so we can impress the coronavirus when it arrives. Yeah, so the coronavirus is gonna come on the subway like, wow, is this for me? But for real though, everyone on the subway is taking the threat seriously. If you ride the trains, you know what I'm talking about. People are avoiding handrails. The rats are wearing little hazmat suits. Yeah, even the subway masturbators have switched from lotion to Purell. Yeah, it burns, but it's responsible. And remember, you have to do it long enough to sing happy birthday twice. All right, let's move on. Because while humans are worried about getting wiped off the planet, there's another species that might be coming back.
Scientists say that they've discovered dinosaur DNA along with other biological material in a fossilized skull in Montana. Now, the skull belonged to a Hypacrosaurus, which was a plant-eating, duck-billed dinosaur, which has been extinct for around 66 million years. Now, DNA is only expected to survive 1 million years. So if the discovery is confirmed, it would change our understanding of biology.
Okay, it may change your understanding of biology. I already didn't know any of that shit. What I do understand is for the first time ever, they found actual dinosaur DNA. And guys, if we have dinosaur DNA, we have to make Jurassic Park. I mean, yeah, no, look, I know we've seen the movies, I know how it's gonna end, but those first 2 days are gonna be dope. It's gonna be so much fun. Like, if my options are dying from coronavirus or a velociraptor, I know what I'm choosing. Yeah, gas up that bubble thing. Let's do this, baby. You know, I actually feel bad for dinosaurs if we bring them back. You know, because everyone assumes that if they'll return, they'll kill us and take over the world. But shit has changed, my friends. Yeah, the fast food industry does not mess around. Yeah. Once Popeyes sees a big meaty animal walking around, yeah, it's 2 weeks until we're all like, love that T-Rex from Popeyes. And imagine, can you imagine what it would be like for a dinosaur? Because we always like, dinosaurs could come back, but we are expecting them. For them, if they come back in modern times, there's gonna be one dinosaur, the first one looking around like, everything is so different. There's cities, there's cars, and I don't understand. Oh, Bernie, hey! Bernie! Good to see you again. Hello, Carl. Hello, Carl, we need to talk. I need your help. Did you pass Medicare fall? It's getting close, we're getting there. And finally, some news from the tech world. If you're worried about being canceled because of your old tweets, well, help is on the way.
Twitter is starting to test tweets that disappear after 24 hours. The company is calling the new format Fleets because of their short-lived nature. The feature is similar to Instagram stories and snaps on Snapchat. Fleets won't be available to be retweeted and won't have likes, but people can respond to them.
That's right. Soon, you'll be able to post tweets that get deleted automatically after 24 hours, which means the Oscars can have a host again. Yay! And I think more apps should incorporate this feature. You know, like they should say if you send a text message to someone you like, but they don't reply, that message should also disappear automatically because I'm not a loser. Just gonna leave me on red. And as much as I like this idea, I think there are a few ways that Twitter can improve it even more. Like they should say if you send a tweet after midnight, it automatically deletes itself after 2 minutes, yeah? No one says anything good at that time. They should also have another feature that if the president sends a tweet, they should delete before he hits send. Yeah. Just have that disappear. They just be sitting there like, all these Mexicans. I'm hungry. Normally, we would catch up on all of the headlines from around the world. You know, maybe we'd talk about Harvey Weinstein getting 23 years in prison. Or we could talk about the Supreme Court giving President Trump a victory on immigration. But today, there's only one story the entire world is talking about: the coronavirus, AKA COVID-19, AKA Mumbo Number Death. It's now in 110 countries, with over 122,000 confirmed cases, and it looks like it's only getting worse.
The World Health Organization today officially designating coronavirus as a global pandemic.
Congress's in-house doctor told Capitol Hill staffers at a closed-door meeting this week that he expects 75 to 150 million people in the United States to contract the coronavirus.
New tests led by the U.S. government scientists show the virus can live in the air for several hours and on some surfaces for up to 3 days.
Oh, okay, that's a lot of information, so let's try and break it all down. First, the World Health Organization has officially just declared coronavirus a global pandemic, which, yes, is scary for us humans, but from Corona's perspective, it's pretty cool, yeah? No, because for a virus, this is like going platinum, you know? It's a big day. Started from the Wuhan, now we're here. I think it's pretty cool for Corona. And yes, I'm saying that because I hope if I suck up to Corona, it'll leave me alone. I'm not sure if it'll work, but I'm gonna try it. Now, the second piece of information is a little more disconcerting. Congress's in-house doctor says up to 150 million people in the United States could end up getting corona. Yeah, that is half the country. And then the other half won't get it because they're clearly losers who don't have friends. Yeah, it's gonna be like, how do you not have corona? Has nobody touched you? I'd rather be dad. And the third point might be the most scary. We're learning that this coronavirus can stay on some surfaces for up to 3 days. Yeah. Although in New York, it doesn't stay as long because it can't afford the rent. That's the good news. The housing crisis is real. Now, on some surfaces like cardboard, apparently corona can only survive for a day if it's cardboard. But then on harder surfaces like glass, it can survive for much longer. So like your cell phone, that could be a problem. Yeah, my advice, clear your browsing history. Yeah, I mean, you might still get corona, but at least the doctors won't see all the freaky shit you've been searching on your phone. Is this your emergency call? Wait, what the hell? And look, guys, I know we're all scared, but it's important to keep a clear head. Panic is not going to help anything. Right? We're still learning about this. We're still learning about the mortality rate. And panic is not helping because right now, some people are letting their panic make them dumb as shit.
The impact of the coronavirus being felt across the country, now affecting everything from air travel to schools to what's on store shelves or what's not on store shelves in some cases. Some retailers seeing a run on many of the basics.
Well, just a crazy scene at a grocery store where toilet paper has been in high demand.
Yeah, surveillance video shows a stampede of customers clearing the shelves.
Fights over toilet paper breaking out in grocery stores as shelves run empty.
People, what are you doing? I really don't understand what people are doing. You do not need to panic over toilet paper. Water, I would understand, right? Food, medicine, yes, but you can survive without toilet paper. Don't forget, you're in a bathroom. Oh, how will I clean my butt in this room with a shower? Like, I feel like people in first world countries don't know what to panic about. Toilet paper? Are you shitting me? Like, what's next? People just gonna be running around Walmart like, oh, where's the car wax? Oh! And maybe it's because where I grew up, there were times when we didn't have toilet paper. Honestly, when I was a kid, we didn't have toilet paper. We always made a plan, right? You can use newspaper, you just rub it together. This is a true thing, right? You can use paper towels. Hell, everyone in America has a dog. Push comes to shove, you wipe your ass on the dog. Yeah, Freckles, get out here. You're like, I'd rather use my hands, Trevor. Look, man, just avoid panicking. Because if you panic, you stop thinking clearly. And if you're not thinking clearly, then you'll start to believe anything that you hear. And there is a lot of bad information that is out there.
Well, the spread of the coronavirus, it's also led to a lot of spread of misinformation.
There are more rumors going around on social media about how to avoid the coronavirus. Eating garlic, drinking bleach, snorting cocaine, yes, and masturbation are not miracle cures for coronavirus.
Yes. Drinking bleach, snorting cocaine, and masturbating is not the way to cure corona. It's the way to kick off the most rock and roll party of your life. That's what that is. That's what that is. And I don't understand how anyone even falls for any of that. None of those things gets rid of the coronavirus. Right? Bleach gets rid of stains. You can't drink it. It's not gonna help you. Garlic gets rid of vampires, okay? Cocaine gets rid of your money. That's it. Like, in a way, the only thing that makes sense is masturbating, okay? Yeah, it won't cure you, but if you stay in and you do that all day, you'll probably have less chance of catching the virus. Yeah, you know, if the CDC really wants people to self-quarantine, forget the Purell. They should just be handing out lotion. Here you go, stay home and social distance yourself. You know what I mean.